So guys, I need your help with something today. It's about the garage heater here. I had this installed about 2.5 years ago and it's been working really well. There's no problems or anything with it. And it's fueled by a propane, and you can use it for natural gas too, but it has a kit on it to change it for propane. So we've had no problems, but recently I was talking with an inspector, you know, that he's installed these kind of things all his life, and now he's working for the government. He's an inspector checking out like new installs and stuff and gas lines. And he told me something about heating with it that I'm wondering about it. And you know, maybe he's right, because he obviously knows more than I do about it, but I need your help guys today. Like, anyone watching, or do you have a brother-in-law or a friend that's in the business like heating? Maybe you could ask them for me, because I'm kind of struggling with it. So a couple weeks ago, an inspector came by. He wanted to take a look at the install of the heater that's in our house. And he found a little problem there that they had to come and fix, the contractors. Anyways, I'll link that video. But while he was here, I said, could you take a look at this one? So just to see. And he looked, he said, oh, everything looks good here. And then I told him, I like to keep it about 5 Celsius, that's about 40 Fahrenheit. And because I don't want to burn too much fuel. And he said to me, you know, you should keep it on about 10 or 12 Celsius, you know, 50 to 54. Because he said that if it's too cold, like, you can build up moisture and then it can rust. The heat exchangers can rust and everything, and it's hard on the machine. So I thought about that, and I thought, yeah, I'm not disputing that, that's probably true. But I said, well, this is about a $2,500 furnace. If I kept it on 10 or 12 all the time, I probably could buy a furnace in a couple of years. He said, yeah, you're right, but, you know, he said, actually, here's the question I need help with, guys. Actually, if you got it on 5 or 12, which is 40 or 54, you're going to burn the same amount as propane, because it's got to cycle up. Let's say it goes down to 3 or something, then it's got to cycle up to 5. So if it drops to 10, it's got to cycle back to 12. He said, you're using the same amount of propane if you're keeping it at 5 or 12. And I'm kind of scratching my head. I said, I don't know if I believe that, but I said, you know more than me, you're an expert, I guess, but that's my question, guys. Like, he said, you'll burn the same amount of fuel. And why not keep it a little higher? Then you'll be more comfortable, it'll be warmer in here, and then you don't got to worry about that rusting and the heat exchangers or stuff like that. And then I said, well, I can just buy a new furnace for the sake, because propane's not cheap. We're paying $1,000 a winter at least. So maybe I'd be paying $1,500 if I crank it up, I'm thinking. But, you know, I've been looking it up and everything. I can't find the answer to my question. Like, I'm thinking, if it was a constant temperature, let's say 20 below. So I was in here actually splitting some firewood. It came on twice an hour. It was about minus 20 Celsius, minus 23. And twice an hour. I wasn't in here when it was 40 below. Maybe it's coming on more, but he said it doesn't matter. He said the furnace still has to heat up to 5 or 12. And that's my thing, because they always say, turn the thermostat down, you'll save money. So does that just apply when it's hotter, or there's no difference between 5 and 12, which is 40 and 54? Like, if you can ask a friend or tell some heating contractor to watch this, maybe they can answer my question, because I would still think you would use more heat, like more fuel, if you're at 12, right? 54 over 40. Yeah, I know it's better for the furnace, maybe. It won't rust out, but, you know, I'm just wondering. I'm puzzled. I need an answer, because I don't know what to think. I'll show you what I did. I changed the thermostat a while ago because I wanted to be able to turn it down. I'll show you that now. Another thing that I did once we moved here full time was I had the thermostat changed. Like, when we first put in the garage heater, it came with an analog one, and it could only go, the lowest you could go is 10 Celsius or 50 Fahrenheit. And I wanted to be able to go lower than that, so had this digital one put in, and you can go right down now. So if I want it on 3 or 4 or 20, whatever I want, I can set this, and I can control that a little bit, because there's some months when it's really nice outside, but it's cooler in the garage because there's no windows in here or nothing, and it's well insulated. So it holds the heat in the winter and it holds the coolness in the summer. So I thought, if I have the other one and you have it on, it could pop on and you got heat going, you don't need it. So I installed this one and I'm glad I did. I'm sure I've saved a lot of money since I did that. So I'll show you how it looks outside here. There's the propane tank. I had to dig a trench here. That trench was really hard to dig. I remember when we did that. And there was some huge roots in there. It was quite challenging. So that's how they set it up. See, this regulator is okay where it is because there's nothing, there's no vents here or nothing. The vent is on the back. It's on the back of the garage, so there's no problem that's higher up. But I just looked the other day, I'm at 30% now. Here we are, getting near the end of February, and we're at 30%. Last year, I take pictures of it, on March 11th I had more than 30%, so that tells you, it's been a colder winter, because I'm still keeping it around the 5. I keep it heated at 5. When I go in here and if I got to do something there, it's got to be warmer, I can crank up the furnace, but otherwise 5 is okay for what I'm doing in there. But like I said before, the inspector said it's better to keep it warmer in the garage because you don't want to rust out that furnace. Then you got to replace it. And I said, I'll buy another one. But no, that'd be a hassle too, right? If I don't know how to do it myself and stuff, and you got to pay, it's going to be more than just the furnace. I got to get them to put it in again, and maybe they don't got to do nothing out here, but it still would be kind of a hassle. And what if it conked out in the winter, right? So you kind of don't want to look at it that way, just replace it, because you have to make sure it happens in the summer when you're replacing it, because if it happened in the winter and you lose your furnace, that wouldn't be good. So I understand that, the concept, but what do you guys do? I've been reading and watching videos. Lots of people out there, they're keeping it on, if you're in the States and stuff, you're saying 40 degrees or 50 degrees, I guess, or some say just above freezing, 35 degrees. And they don't talk about, they're worried about the furnace rusting. Wouldn't these guys have issues by now then? And has anyone had an issue like that? Has your heat exchangers rusted or stuff like that because there was too much moisture? And that's another thing. When the propane came, they brought the propane tank that time 2.5 years ago. I asked them that same question about the heating contractor. Says I got to leave the furnace on all the time. He says, you don't have to. He said I do. He says, do you got water in there? Like pipes? I said, no. He said the moisture just from it getting cold, and he said, you don't have to. And he's a heating contractor. He said that he quit and started to work for the propane company to install regulators behind me and stuff and do that work for them. And he said you don't have to. So when you got two experts disagreeing with each other, how someone like me, what am I going to think then? What am I going to come out of that with? And say, oh, he's right or he's right. Who's right? So I've seen it online. They say it could rust out. You could have problems. I've seen that. Now, has anyone experienced that? Let me know. And like I said, any heating guys that could answer that question? Help me out here with that. About, well, you're going to use the same amount of propane if you heat the garage to +5 or 40 Fahrenheit, or 10 Celsius or 50 Fahrenheit, or up to 12, let's say, 54 Fahrenheit. He says you're going to use the same amount of propane if you're on 5 or you're on 10 or 12. So that's where I'm puzzled with that. I don't know. So guys, I'm going to end the video with that. Maybe you can look it up too. Maybe you can find some information that I can't find if you don't know. And maybe some of you know out there. Are you going to use the same amount of fuel if you keep it at 5 or 40 Fahrenheit or 12 or 54 Fahrenheit? Because he says it gets cold in there, it's got to heat up to 12 again, just like it's got to heat up to 5. So, but I'm just thinking, wouldn't it cycle more? And the garage is insulated really well. We had the ceiling with blown in insulation, it's really good. So, good insulation and everything. But I'm just wondering about that question. Let me know in the comments, guys, and hopefully I get a lot of views here, because the more people that watch, the more help I'll get. So guys, I look forward to your answers in the comments. I need your help. And I'll do another video in the future. I'll let it wait for a while though. Let's see how many views we can get and some help. I won't do it like 2 days later. I'll let it sit for a while, and then I'll do another video and say what everybody said, and we'll compare and see what they came up with, because I don't know what to think. So we'll see what happens.